Okay, welcome to my new video on how to fight. Basically, on my last video I showed you how step by step, stage 1 to defend and box. This video is basically going to show you how to fight using straight fight methods and boxing. Obviously there's different forms of martial arts you can use. I use some in my boxing skills. I use simple tactics. If I was getting punched at, I let their momentum come at me, turn to the side, let their punch slide past me. Don't take the full brunt of the punch because, yeah, it's going to hurt. Keep agile, on your feet all the time. To punch properly, you need to get your positioning right. You need your feet firmly apart, that shoulder width, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, nice and strong. I tend to keep my back foot slightly raised, like I'm on my tiptoes. This helps me push into a punch. I lean my full weight into a punch, obviously, just to get the full gain of it. Obviously there's different types of punches. You've got side, front, low, or some people tend to do a haymaker, which is basically all over the place. That doesn't really work a lot in boxing, you see. Obviously in boxing I've been taught, in my last video I showed you 2-point slips, 3-point slips. This is very useful to people, especially in a street fight, because some people might even go for a kick. That in itself is enough to knock you out if you get on the end of that. So therefore you need to step back, plunge yourself into that punch, as I showed you also in the last video. Step into it and punch. Always good to have a nice bit of weight on you as well, because when you're stepping into a punch you don't want to be bouncing back off them. You need to step that punch through. Don't necessarily need to be big, but it works on so many levels as well. You can do it on a taller person, a smaller person, and in actual fact I found out that to some extent it's better if you've got a taller opponent, because in boxing when you're getting tucked in, all they can do is punch down. They can't necessarily do any more. Now, always shield yourself and step in with a punch. So, I mean, it's always going to go around their stomach area. Even so, that's enough to knock them back at least. Or their, general instinct is to go down to a low point where you can do an uppercut, and even that will probably knock them down. As I say, always get yourself some strats and boxing gloves. Just because I haven't got any on me, don't, not use them. Yeah, so basically it will work on so many levels. Generally, I think with a bigger person it's easier, because you can always go straight for their stomach area. You don't even have to go to their face. Just literally stomach. As they go down, their head will naturally go down as they're in pain to the stomach. Smack in the face. To carry a punch through is quite hard. You need to focus beyond the object. Now, if the object surface is here, carry that through. Don't stop at it. Beyond the object. With that, you need to obviously pack some muscle into it as well behind the punch. So twist your body, don't be afraid to, completely rotate your body in this. Yeah, basically with them punches and thinking beyond the object, you're going to get quite good stands out of that and knock big blokes down. So, yeah. With that in mind as well, you can go on to step 2 of how to fight.